Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to automate scholarship application evaluations using AI agent. So here, as an admission official of a university, I need to regularly evaluate the applications that I'm receiving from multiple students regarding the request of scholarships. But doing it manually every time and creating the document for each of the summary is a time-consuming task. Therefore, I have decided to automate this entire process with the help of Pabbly Connect and my AI agent, that is OpenAI. So now every time a student is going to submit the application, the details will be recorded in my Google Sheets. As soon as the details will be recorded in my Google Sheets, automatically my AI agent is going to evaluate the entire application and it is going to automatically create a document in my Google Docs for the summary to be approved further. Now, to automate this entire process, I am not going to use any kind of coding and programming skills. I am going to simply build the connection between all these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So for your business, if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video, we are going to learn step by step how to automate scholarship application evaluations using AI agent and Pabbly Connect. So as a university admissions officer, every semester we receive hundreds of scholarship applications, each containing essays, academic records, extracurricular achievements and recommendation letters. Reviewing them manually used to take days of tedious work. Therefore, now I have decided to automate this entire process in such a way that as soon as an application is going to be submitted, the record of that application is going to be created in my Google Sheets. Then automatically the eligibility summary should be generated with the help of the details which we have in our Google Sheets, and the summary is going to be generated automatically with the help of my AI agent. Also, then properly a document is going to be formatted for each of the summary. So now I'm going to show you that how this automation which I'm going to create today is going to actually work. So when I'm going to add a new row over here in this spreadsheet along with the details such as the name of the student, their email, their GPA count, their majors, essay response, extracurricular activities and financial need, then automatically a document is going to be formatted in my Google Docs for the eligibility summary of that particular student, which further I will be able to send to my team members for further review by uploading it in the Google Drive. So here, let's say the name of the student is new student. Let's say the email is this. Let's say the major is, here we have the essay response, extracurricular activities, and here I'm going to enter limited income. So as soon as I've entered a new row over here in front of you in my Google Sheets, I will now take you towards my Google Docs. And over here, I'm going to refresh my Google Docs once. And you can see that a document is formatted over here for the new student who wants to do major in business management. And it is saying eligibility criteria. Here we have the GPA requirements. Then we have the majors, essay quality. Then we have extracurricular involvement, that is football champion. Then we have the financial need. You can see that exactly using the details which we have received in Google Sheets, the document is generated. It is saying that the decision is considerable. So the student is considerable for the scholarship. Okay, further my team members will be able to review this easily by seeing all the details. Now, to create this amazing automation, we are not going to use any kind of coding and programming skills. We are simply going to build that connection between Google Sheets, our AI agent, Google Docs, and further with Google Drive. And we are going to build this connection with the help of Pabbly Connect. And you know, Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which helps us to automate all our daily repetitive tasks without any coding and programming skills, simply by connecting our work applications with each other. So let's get started. To start with the process, first of all, in a new tab, you need to type in your browser pabbly.com/connect, which is going to take you towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect, where we can find two options, sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user, just click on sign in to log into your account directly. But if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button. It will help you to create a free new account just in 2 minutes. Also, when you will do that, you're going to receive 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. So as an existing user, currently I'm going to click on sign in. This is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. Now it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. On the dashboard, we can find all the workflows which we have created. And to save the workflows, we can also create separate folders like this. Now to create a new workflow, let's click on this create workflow option. As we have done that, a dialog box is appeared in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So let me quickly provide a name over here. Automate scholarship application evaluation using AI agent. After giving the name to my workflow, now I'm going to select the folder. So you can see I have list of folders over here. The automation which I'm going to create currently is related to AI. So here I'm going to select AI automations as my folder in which I want to save this workflow. So I'm going to click on create now and my workflow will get saved in the folder directly which I have decided. As we have done that, a new screen is open in front of us. The screen contains a blank workflow which is need to be filled up in order to completely set up this automation. Over here we have two extremely important windows as well. We have trigger and action over here. So trigger and actions are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation runs. The trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Now, let's suppose here I want that every time a new student details is going to be added in my spreadsheet along with the details such as name, email, their GPA, their major subject, essay response which we have received, extracurricular activities and financial need explanation. Then automatically on the basis of those details, a summary should be generated with the help of my AI agent that whether the student is eligible for the scholarship provided by the college or no. So for that, I will have to take Google Sheets in my trigger step and open AI as my AI agent in action. When we are going to build the connection between these applications, then we will see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands. Because when the trigger happens, that means when a new row will be added in our spreadsheet, then only on the basis of the details of Google Sheets, the summary related to the eligibility criteria is going to be generated with the help of OpenAI, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger in action, let us start creating this automation step by step. To start with the process, first of all, let's go towards our trigger step and let us select a trigger application over here. So our trigger application will be Google Sheets. Let's select that quickly. Then we have to select the trigger event. So on the happening of its specific event inside Google Sheets, you want to capture the response and start your workflow. So here I want that when a new or updated spreadsheet row will be added in Google Sheets, then the workflow should start and trigger. So here we have received a webhook URL and also we have received some instructions. By following the given instructions step by step carefully, we need to insert the webhook URL inside our Google Sheets. As you will do that, then the webhook URL is actually going to act as a bridge for transferring the data of every new or updated spreadsheet row which is added in Google Sheets towards Pabbly Connect. So let's copy the webhook URL and then I am going to show you what you are supposed to do. So first of all, I will take you towards my Google Sheets. After coming over here, you can see we have the option of extensions. So we'll go towards extensions and here we have the option of add-ons. When we will go towards get add-ons, it is going to take us towards Google Workspace Marketplace where we need to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. Pabbly Connect webhooks is actually the add-on, or we can say it is the extension which is required to be installed in Google Sheets to build the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. As here I have already installed the add-on, so I'm going to quickly cross this. If you have installed the add-on for the very first time, you also have to refresh your spreadsheet once. Then only you will be able to see the option of Pabbly Connect webhooks under extensions. As I can find the option of Pabbly Connect webhooks, let's now go towards initial setup. As we have to do an initial setup in which we have to enter two details. First of all, we have to paste the webhook URL which we have received from Pabbly Connect over here in this field. Then we have to decide a trigger column. So you have to decide a column which is going to act as your trigger column. The concept of trigger column says that whenever a new row is going to be added in your spreadsheet up till this column, automatically the entire row will be immediately sent towards Pabbly Connect with the help of webhook URL. So for example, in my spreadsheet, I have the columns up till G. I'm going to decide G as my trigger column and I want that as soon as a new row is going to be added in my spreadsheet along with the details of a new student who has submitted the application for the request of scholarship, then only when the row is filled up till the G column, then the response should be captured inside Pabbly Connect and not before that. Okay, so here I have selected G as my trigger column. In the similar manner, you also have to decide a specific column according to the spreadsheet data. So let's click on send test to send the test response of the second row towards Pabbly Connect so that we can continue the workflow. And over here, as the test data is sent, now I'm going to submit the initial setup. As the initial setup is configured, now I'm going to click on cross. I will take you back towards Pabbly Connect and you can see that immediately and automatically the response is captured over here. In our response, we have received all the details. So let's start reading them one by one. First of all, we have the trigger column over here. Then we have the spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID, row index, name of the student, their major subject, the GPA which they have. Then we have the financial need explanation of the family, extracurricular activities, essay response which they have submitted through the application, and then we have their email address. So we have received all the exact details which we have in our spreadsheet. But now here we want that every time the form will be submitted and the application details are going to be added over here in the spreadsheet in a new row up till the triggered column, then automatically the data should be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect without any manual efforts. For that we have to go towards extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks once again, and here we have the option of send on event which we have to select. As we have done that, now we have made sure that every time a new row will be added in our spreadsheet up till our triggered column, the data will be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect. Finally, after building the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect successfully, let's move forward to generate the summary for the eligibility conditions of the scholarship for the student. Okay, so here for that I'm going to use AI agent as OpenAI. You can see that I am already logged into my OpenAI account. You also have to make sure that the applications which you want to connect with Pabbly Connect, keep logging to those applications on prior basis. Then only the process of your connection is going to become simple and easier. We will go towards the action step, and here we have to select our action application, the AI agent which you are using. If you are not using OpenAI, you are using any other AI application as your AI agent, you can select that application over here. I am going to select OpenAI. And here we have to select the action event, that is going to be ChatGPT, as I want to generate my content by using ChatGPT. Let's click on connect. As I told you, to build the connection, keep logging to your application. So I am already logged into my OpenAI account. Here we have two options, add new connection and select existing connection. So in case if you already have an existing connection with OpenAI, quickly go with that. To create a new connection, I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do. For that, you have to click on add new connection. You have to provide a token over here. To get the token, you will simply click on this hyperlink. It will redirect you towards the API key page of your OpenAI account. But in order to reach here, you have to keep login to your OpenAI account, as I already told. Now over here, we have to click on this create new secret key button. Here we have to provide a name to the key. So let's say the name of my key is Student Scholarship. Then we have the project name. So here you need to select a project in which you want to save your secret key. I only have a single project that is already selected as default. So here it is selected. I'm going to click on create secret key button. As we have done that, the key is ready. So let's copy it. We'll click on done. We'll go back towards Pabbly Connect and we will quickly paste it over here. Okay, in this way you have to build the connection. When you will click on save, your connection will be built. I have already created an existing connection with my OpenAI account. So currently I'm going to go with existing connection only, and I'm going to click on save. As we have done that, the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect is built. So let's move forward now. First of all, we have to select the AI model by using which we want to generate our content. So the AI model which I'm going to use is GPT-4o mini. Okay, if you want, you can also select any other AI model over here. Then we have to go towards a very important and the highlight step of this automation. That is prompt. Prompt is actually the command or the instruction which we need to provide to AI agent, that what we actually want it to do for us. Here in our case, we want to generate the review and the eligibility criteria summary of the student who has submitted the application for the request of scholarship in the university. And on the basis of the details which we have received in the applications, we want to generate whether the student is eligible for the scholarship of the college or no, in a documented summary format, so that further we can send it for the review of the team. Okay, so for that, here my prompt should include the details which we have received from Google Sheets response. Also, it should include the details that what kind of content we want to generate, how we want the content to look, and also the details which we want to be there in the content and the details which we do not want. So here in my case, a prompt is going to be, over here you can see that this is my prompt. You are a scholarship evaluator. First of all, I have provided the role that what my AI agent needs to perform. Based on the following applicant details, provide a brief eligibility summary. Consider GPA. Here I have 8.5 plus GPA. That is the criteria of our university. Essay quality, extracurricular involvement, financial need, and relevance of field of study. STEM or social impact preferred. Conclude with a decision, strong candidate, consider or not eligible. Applicant details. So here I'm going to provide the details of the applicants. And over here I also want to provide one more detail, that is, please do not include extra symbols like these in the output, as I do not want the symbols to be there. Here one by one I'm going to enter the details which we have received from Google Sheets response. First of all, we have the name of the candidate. So instead of entering it manually, as we have already received the name of the candidate in our earlier response, we will simply insert it like this from the previous step. Then we have the email. So let's insert the email as well. As we are inserting these details like this from the previous step, we are mapping them, and mapping makes the data dynamic. Then we have the GPA. So automatically with every new response, they are going to replace. Then we have the major subject. We have essay. Then we have extracurricular activities of the student. Then we have financial need of the student, and done. So when we have mapped these details, as I told you, they have become dynamic and replaceable. So every time a new application is going to be submitted by the student, and the details will be recorded over here in our spreadsheet. When the response will be captured automatically according to that new response, these details which we have mapped over here will get replaced. And in this way, we are going to automate the entire process of evaluating every scholarship applications using AI agent. Because if we will enter the data manually over here, it will become static, and then it is not going to replace every time. Then the workflow will get stuck. Okay, so now let's click on Save and Send Test Request button to capture the response. The response is received over here, and it has not included any extra symbol as we have instructed. Eligibility summary, here we have the GPT major, then we have the technology accessibility, extracurricular involvement, then we have the financial need. So the decision over here is strong candidate. Now for the further review of my team members, I am going to send it to the board, and for that I need to generate a document and upload it in Google Drive. So for that I'm going to go towards this add action step button. I'm going to now build the connection between Google Docs and Pabbly Connect. To build that connection, let's first of all select Google Docs as our action application. Our action event over here will be to create a blank document. Let's click on connect and let's click on save. Here we need to provide the document name. So I'm going to give the document name as Scholarship Eligibility Summary of. Quickly again, I'm going to map the name of the student so that it could become dynamic. And here I'm going to map the subject name. Okay, so as I've mapped these details, they will get replaced, but the data which I have entered manually will be same each time. In this way, we are going to make the name of the documents every time according to every new response dynamic. Now let's click on Save and Send Test Request button. The response is captured, so I will take you towards Google Docs. We will refresh Google Docs once. And here you can see that a blank document is generated with the name as Scholarship Eligibility Summary of Smart Student for Computer Science. Now I'm going to append the paragraph, that means insert the data which we have received from OpenAI, the summary, inside this document. So for that, once again, let's select Google Docs as our action application, and our action event will be append a paragraph to a document. I will go with existing connection only. Okay, so now here we have the document ID which is required. So let's turn this mapping button on. We will clear out the existing data from here because we have to map the data so that it could become dynamic. So here I'm going to select for the ID. You can see that we have the ID of document which we have received in our earlier response. Let's simply map it, and the inserted text to be entered over here. So let's map the inserted text as well. Let's click on Save and Send Test Request button. There is a technical glitch. It is saying warning, document is required. I have already mapped the document ID, but it is still required. So let's refresh the fields to rectify the glitch. Do not worry, it is very easy. The data is cleared out. So again, I'm going to map the document ID. Now I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request button. As we have done that, the response is captured. So I will take you towards Google Docs, and over here the data is added. Now I want to upload this document in my Google Drive in the PDF format so that it could be reviewed by the board members who are going to finally provide the scholarship letter to the students. So then here I'm going to upload this document in my Google Drive. For that, let me create a folder in my Google Drive quickly. So this is the folder in which I want to upload the document. So for that, first of all, I'm going to generate the PDF link of each of the documents so that it could be shared with anyone. And here for that, I'm going to build the connection between my Google Drive and Pabbly Connect. You can see that I am already logged into my Google Drive account. We'll select action event as share file with anyone so that we do not have to provide the permission for each of the file every time manually. It will be shared automatically in the PDF format, and it will be uploaded in our document. Let's click on connect. I will go with existing connection only. If you want to build a new connection, just select add new connection, select your account which is detected already if you're already logged in, and just provide the permission. Your work is done. Then here we have the file ID. So I'm going to turn the mapping button on. Again, we are going to map the file ID which we have already received, and we'll click on Save and Send Test Request button. So here we have received the response. It is saying drive permission is provided to anyone with link, and here when we'll scroll down, we can see that we have received the PDF document link as well. Let's just upload this PDF document in our folder of Google Drive so that it could be reviewed by the team members, and further they can send the review letters. Now here we have the action event that I'm going to select is upload file. Upload a file in a folder. So let's click on this connect button. Again, we'll go with existing connection only. Here it is asking us for the URL. I want to upload PDF file. So here we have received the PDF link. Let's map that. Then we have to provide the folder ID. That means the ID of the folder in which we want to upload the files. So this is my folder which I have created in front of you just now, and when we'll go towards the folder, we will go towards the URL of the folder. Here we have the folder ID after folder slash. Let's simply copy this folder ID and we are going to go back and paste it over here. Okay, then we have the file name, so let's map the file name as well, and done. Let's click on save and send test request button. As we have done that, the response is going to be captured, and as the response is captured, it is saying success. So I will take you towards my folder, and over here I'm going to refresh this folder. You can see that automatically the PDF is uploaded with the same name. When I'm going to open this PDF here, you can see it is being viewed by everyone. So now this means that the connection is built between all the applications. We have automated the process of scholarship application evaluations using AI agent. Now, once we have completed this automation, I'm going to show you whether the automation is working fine or not. So I will go back towards my Google Sheets and I'm going to quickly add a new row in front of you over here. So let's say this time the name of the student is test student. Let's say the email is test@pabblytudes.com. Let's say the CGPA of the student is 7.8. Let's say the major is, then we have the essay response. So I'm going to quickly enter the details over here in these fields as well. As we have entered the details over here in this spreadsheet up till our trigger column, quickly I will take you towards my Google Docs first of all. And here we got a new document. This time it is for test student, that is related to financial management. So here we have the decision consider. It is not the best student for the scholarship, but we can consider. Okay, GPA is 7 and below the required. Then we have the essay quality. Then we have the extracurricular involvement. Then we have all the details. Now I'm going to take you towards my folder of Google Drive, and here we have the new PDF file added. So this means that yes, our automation is working absolutely fine. You can also very easily create this amazing automation for your business requirements in order to automate scholarship application evaluations using AI agent. I have just taken the example of Google Sheets over here in my trigger step, but if you are collecting the forms from any of the form builder application, you can just connect that application over here in your trigger step. All right, so I hope the automation is clear to you. Also, it is helpful for your business. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such amazing applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any doubt, you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask about the pricing, you can visit this website given over here. Do not forget to share our videos, like our video, and also subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.